Putty inside of us. That was our first song. It was about Silly Putty. It's called Putty Picnic. And our next song, Ballad of a Thinner Man. I'll tell you, I need to pretend to be thin. Gosh, elaborate costume change. Innovative use of tools.
This is our too.
You didn't see it?
The musical pulse of the beat generation echoed with the same revolutionary spirit that has driven every cultural uprising since. That primal need to break free from the mainstream's grip. As bebop pioneers like Charlie Parker twisted traditional jazz into daring new forms. In smoky basement clubs where Kerouac played poetry over improvised rhythms. They weren't so different from future rebels who would reshape music again and again and again. Punk rockers destroying progressive rock's successes. Grunge stripping away hair metal's glamour. Hip-hop recontextualizing everything that came before. And standing as the bridge between the beat's raw poetic spirit and the counterculture of years to come is a young Bob Dylan, whose most famous catchphrase echoes throughout the world, same as it ever was. Walk into the room with a pencil in your hand. You see somebody naked and you say, "Who is that man?" You try so hard, but you don't understand just what you will say when you get home. Because something's happening here, but you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? You raise up your head and you ask, "Is this where it is?" And somebody points to you and says, "It's his." And you say, "What's mine?" And somebody else says, "Well, what is?" And you say, "Oh my God, am I here all alone?" But something's happening here. You joined a movement. You marched down the street. You held up a sign and you shuffled your feet. But your neighbor called you crazy. Your friend stepped aside. Now you're left in the dust while the world takes a ride. You wanted revolution or maybe just peace. Now you're tangled in their webs without a chance of release. While the world's spinning mad, but you're stuck on repeat. Aren't you, Mr. Joe? You can't escape. The shadows dance on the digital tape.